Hey guys, it's October 2020. We still got a month until the release of the next gen consoles. Until then, let's look today at the best new games this month will offer. So before we start this video, don't forget to subscribe. Hope you enjoy watching. And let's start first with this indie game called Cloudpunk. It's a new cyberpunk themed game set in the city of Nevelis, where you take control of a new delivery driver working for the illegal company called Cloudpunk. The gameplay in this indie game is that you collect and deliver packages, as well as making decisions that could change the outcome. And also by exploring this pixelated city, you can unlock some side quests and stories too. Plus, you have the option to upgrade your flying car. The game is now available on PC, but on October 15 you can enjoy it on PS4, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. Speaking of cyberpunk games, it's a new science fiction one set in a world full of violence, poverty and chaos, where you must survive and discover this world's secret and finally have your revenge. With your katana and your superhuman skills, you can do parkour, run over walls and defeat your enemies with one slash with your katana. But if you got hit, you will die and try again. Ghost Runner will be released on October 27th on PS4, PC, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. For football fans, we have a new FIFA game that will be released this month on October 6th. The new FIFA 21 will arrive with new features including visual improvements as well as new gameplay options to make the match more realistic, plus a new career mode and new options for the Ultimate Team as well. And for those who are into street football, Volta is also returning in FIFA 21 with new skill moves, new 5 locations including Paris and Sydney, plus new items and rewards that you can earn through matches. The new FIFA will arrive in PS4, Xbox One and PC with a free upgrade option to next-gen consoles. We have another EA game for Star Wars fans that will launch on October 2nd. It's a first-person multiplayer game where you choose from different starfighters and classes, and whether you want to fight with the Imperial or the New Republic team, and some different locations as well. The game also offers customization options for your ship depending on your playstyle, but if you're not interested in playing online, you can enjoy the single-player story mode that is set after the events of the movie Return of the Jedi. Star Wars Squadron is set to launch for the PS4, Xbox One and PC, and also it will launch with a VR support for both the PS4 and PC. Next, one of my favorite childhood game is coming back this month from Toys for Bob. The game developer behind the remastered Crash Bandicoot trilogy is returned with new sequel Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. For this new game, the story follows Crash and his sister Coco chasing the villains Neo Cortex, whose goal is to conquer a multiverse of dimensions scattered across time and space. New elements have been added to the traditional gameplay of the series, including special masks that offer unique abilities like slow motion and other abilities depending on the level, plus the ability to control 5 characters in the game. 3 of them will have their own unique gameplay and levels. Additionally, players can also collect old tapes in levels that offer bonus flashback levels, taking place before the events of the first Crash Bandicoot game. Crash Bandicoot 4 is set to be released for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on October 2nd, 2020. For a new DLC coming this month, we have one for the Doom Eternals that unfortunately could be the last game for PlayStation players now that Xbox has acquired Bethesda and all its games, but still they can enjoy this DLC once it's released on October 20. The Ancient Gods Part 1 DLC begins right after you complete the Doom Eternals, where the destruction has messed up the balance of both the heaven and the hell, so you must clean this mess by killing all the new demons. The DLC will arrive on PS4, Xbox One, PC and Stadia as a standalone DLC, so you don't need to own the Doom Eternal to play it. Also on the same day, we got a new Amnesia game that is a sequel to Amnesia The Dark Descent that was released 10 years ago. Amnesia Rebirth follows a new protagonist as she travels across the Algerian desert where she must face her fears in search of answers. Similar to other Amnesia games, there will be puzzles to solve as well as terrifying encounters and sights, and also it will have more focus on narrative than other previous games. So the new Amnesia game will arrive on both PS4 and PC this month on October 20. Speaking of horror games, we have new interactive survival one from Supermassive Games. The second game in the Dark Pictures anthology series, where the story follows 4 students who got stuck with their professor in a town which has a history of a witch hunting that took place in 1692. And as the group explores the town, they witness the execution of a group of settlers from the past who look exactly like attack them. So they must find out their connections with this group of settlers, find out the history of this town, and discover the answers behind these events. Similar to Until Dawn, you control these 5 characters, and it is up to you to choose whether these characters are gonna survive or not. Plus, the game also features multiple endings and scenarios depending on your actions. Little Hope will arrive at the end of this month on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And lastly, one of the most anticipated Ubisoft games is coming this month on October 29. The new and the third Watch Dogs game that takes place in London, where you play as DedSec attempting to liberate this city from its dystopian surveillance state. Unlike other previous game, Watch Dogs Legions features the ability to recruit any character from around the city, each with unique background stories and unique abilities and skills, and each one of them can be customized with different clothing as well as different weapons too. You can also switch between them depending on the mission's requirement, but you must complete a mission before a character agrees to work with you. Additionally, players can also play solo or online in cooperative gameplay with up to 4 players max. Watch Dogs Legion will launch on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and also for more visuals improvements, the game will launch for both the PS5 and next-gen Xbox consoles once they are out with free upgrade support. And as usual, before we end this video, every month PlayStation offers free new games to download for PS Plus members, and this month we have Need for Speed Payback set in Las Vegas, with 3 playable characters working together to get revenge against a dangerous cartel ruling the city. And for the second one, we have Vampire from Dontnod, set in London in 1908, where you play as Doctor who turned into a vampire, and so he must study and change his habits and maintain his relationships with his patients. So which one of these games you guys are excited to play this month? Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later in another video.